So, at what point do MSPs discover that they need more than just service desk operations? Why do they need a hybrid help desk? What makes the difference?
Usually, it's linked to an MSP's size and maturity and how many years they've been doing the same thing. The interesting thing is, some MSPs continue to grow and scale, but they can't work out why it feels so painful. And it often is because they're just running around polishing doorknobs, opening the same doors over and over again, not realizing that the answer isn't to do more work. It's to have everything carefully categorized and planned and fed into a system that can recognize work that has to be done right now and work that has to be done later. That is the telltale signs for us when dealing with an MSP, when we think they need a little bit more. They need an accountability partner. And what better accountability partner than your outsourced help desk? Now, it's true, we can do tickets till kingdom come and they will go on forever. But we don't want to be solving the same tickets continuously because it's boring for us, our boys and girls. And in all honesty, you as an MSP shouldn't want us solving those same tickets over and over again because you're paying for them. And that, again, is another telltale sign of when a hybrid help desk is actually the model you want. And making use of our tuning center will benefit you. We have customers who end up spending less with us because they're on our hybrid help desk plan than ones who are on our service desk plan. But it's not about the money, it's about the predictability of the support. It's about it being stress free. It's about not getting those annoying calls at 1 a.m. because somebody forgot to update the onboarding process. That's what the hybrid help desk is about. And that's how you recognize the MSPs that really want to move forward and know they don't want to be doing the same thing Groundhog Day every single day versus the ones that are quite happy doing what they're doing or they've figured it all out already.
I think when you get to a certain size and you're dealing with a lot of clients, you have some big contracts and you've grown quite exponentially, having an external partner like White Label IT with all of our years of experience, we can identify just a couple of those small differences that they can make that makes a big long-term impact.
A fork in the road is only a few degrees
Mm.
difference, whether you go left or right. But a few miles down the road, the gap is massive.
Yeah.
And that is exactly what it's like in IT.
Mm.
You set up your systems now before you have to correct it for 100 different customers. That's what's going to move the needle. When you're using us for 20 tickets versus 200 tickets, think about those 20 being correct before you get to 200 because the time they take, the exponential amounts of stress, the number of repeat opens on tickets, they're the things that actually make the difference to a good service. And so, yes, we've seen it all before. We have worked with hundreds of MSPs, and so we know what determines a long-term solution
Mm.
versus what determines something that's going to keep coming in and out. For instance, just recently we came across a client that asked one of our MSP clients if they could make sure all the default printers were X printer. And we're like, hmm, what about next time? Do you want us to check that every day for all the customers? Do you want us to check it every week? Like, how are you seeing this down the road? And of course, then the customer goes, oh, I didn't think about that. That's the problem.
Mm.
Nor the customer, nor the MSP is necessarily thinking about what it looks like down the road. They're just reacting. And the hybrid help desk is a perfect way of identifying never going down the same road twice. Okay. Once bitten, twice shy.
Mm.
That should be the ethos for support tickets as well.
The hybrid help desk can be the difference between high performing MSPs and just another one.
Absolutely.